catching up with making sure who's here, who's not here.
Timely hitting.
Here we go. Bottom of the fifth, right? Bottom of the fifth. Yeah. Bottom of the fifth. It's getting a little later now for the LA City section against their counterparts from the Valley.
Here comes the City.
Ellis will bat first. Ariel Ellis from Westchester. Facing Selena Rivera, who had the big hit early. She had that RBI double. Able to score Martinez with the first run of the ball game. And it is Rivera in the circle. The ball and a strike to Ellis, who will play at Cal State Northridge for the Matadors.
GPA is 3.2.
First team All-League, second team All-City. She's on the principal's honor roll was Ariel Ellis. Fouled off. Got some power. She's got some clout. Couple homers, hit .475 for the Comets of Westchester. 13 RBIs. Swings and misses and a strikeout. Impressive for Selena Rivera, the way she starts.
That is a good way to start, to give her a lot of confidence as she goes on in this inning.
Alicia will come up next. Alicia Mitchell from Dorsey High School.
Alicia Mitchell out of Dorsey High School.
What's the Dorsey softball program like? I know their baseball team, after 50 years, a couple years ago, finally broke through and won a city title. You don't think too much of Dorsey softball, but Cam, I know you've been around the block, and how's Dorsey done in softball?
They're in a pretty tough league. They're actually in the same league as Pola, Harbor Teacher Prep, King Drew, View Park. So it's actually a very tough league for them to be in. So they see some tough competition.
So what you're saying is they're not winning a whole lot of softball games because they're in such a Coliseum league that is so stacked. That one's in for a strike. Alicia Mitchell plays some shortstop. Very good player. Oh, there's that changeup. Well, Rivera has come in here. Selena Rivera has two quick strikeouts, fanning Ellis and Mitchell, but one swinging, one looking. And they're buzzing here as Jessica Sanchez of Uni comes up. Catcher. How do you hit Selena Rivera? That's been the story since she's come in. Two quick outs, two strikeouts.
Randy, the consensus in here in the press box is that was the best changeup we've seen today. That was beautiful.
Well, Selena Rivera, I don't know if they're going to hand out an MVP, but she has the double. She's looked good pitching, and you got to think that Selena's certainly in the mix. And if the Valley holds on, she certainly would be first and foremost, although Cassandra Espinoza with 2 hits is in the running. Of course, LA City would like to come up with some hits, score some runs, and have some candidates for the MVP award as well. 2 balls and a strike to Jessica Sanchez, Uni High School out of the Western League. Missed it inside. Once Sanchez bats, that'll take us to the top of the order. We're in the bottom of the 5th, and it'll be the first time the City has batted around with their elongated lineup. There's a base hit to left field. Nice job by Jessica Sanchez.
Now let's see if the City can maybe string a couple of these hits together and make things interesting going into the 6th inning after this.
Acosta of Fairfax drew a walk when she led off the ball game for the City, but she was stranded.
Out of Fairfax High School, Ashley Acosta.
I am impressed with the way this game has been played. I saw it played a number of years ago, and the level of competition much better. And again, these are Division II players, and Cam, you amplified it earlier. You believe there's not as great a discrepancy now between the Division I and Division II players.
We've seen some real quality pitching here today. I've been very impressed with all the different pitchers that the Division II pitchers are able to throw here. Seen some
Deep to left, but foul, and that's out of the yard. And Acosta missed by about 5 or 6 feet of tying this softball game. That close, 5 or 6 feet.
That was a mistake pitch there. That one got a little too far out over the plate. She had gone inside the pitch before. She probably brought it a little too far back over the plate, and I would expect to see this one a little off the plate after that.
The crack of the bat, and you knew that was hit a long way. Goes as a long strike, 0-2. Hit well to center field, but there's plenty of room here, 220 feet. So it goes as a loud out. Acosta hit it well, but she flies out to center field after 5. It's the Valley 2, this City nothing.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Heschel's our pitcher.
So have you seen Alex Taylor working for before?
Yeah.
It's good, huh?
She struck out 10 and 11 tonight. Must have been 8 out of 9. I don't know if she pitched 4 or 3. They won 20 to nothing when I saw her play.
Have you seen Cindy Robles pitch?
No.
She really, the first time we faced her, we actually beat her 8-3 back in March. And then all of a sudden that curveball started working, and she gets it so cuts right across that corner of the plate. She gets that curveball working. She's tough. She won't hit us in the quarter.
Did she?
I can't remember the last time we went over. I don't even know if we've ever been.
This game's moving along. Should be over in a couple of hours. We're going to the 6th inning. Top of the 6th inning, the Valley batting.
Like, is this Henriksen? Nope. Martinez.
Aliana Martinez, the right fielder, hit him.
Out of San Fernando, Aliana Martinez.
Danielle Pestalt, second inning. Hit to center, base hit. Good start at the top of the 6th for Martinez and the Valley.
That is a good start. When you get that leadoff hitter on, you can do so many different things now at the plate. We'll see if they can string a couple of hits together here.
Aliana Martinez, 2 singles today. She's been impressive with the lumber.
Hot batter here, so it'd be kind of fun to see him do, if this is an all-star game, but, with a hot hitter, it'd be fun to see a little hit and run or something to really liven things up. But I don't know if they have anything like that in place with only just about an hour's worth of work together.
Yeah, speak to that, Cam. Not a lot of practice at all for these All-Stars. They kind of just show up and do their thing.
Yeah, and you want to make it fun and everything, but where it'll show up, and I was thinking about this earlier, is that in communication, things like cutoffs, or if you would happen to see a bunt, although in all-star games you're not going to see a whole lot of bunting. Kids are here to have fun and swing the bat. So, but on different coverages, if you're stealing, that's where you're going to see maybe some miscommunication because you're not used to playing with the people around you.
Amada Gonzalez, 0 for 1 today. That one's very high.
One word to describe Amada is competitive.
2-0 game for the Valley. Although we're starting to see the batters for both sides time the ball a little bit better in the later innings. Early on it was completely pitching dominated, but now some hitting. And that's down the line, and that's just foul. So Amada missed by about 1.5 feet of having extra bases. Amada's the young lady that'll take her work to Pierce College, home of the Brahmas, out in Woodland Hills. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on, nobody out. Top of the 6th. Swing, foul tipped. And she'll have to come back to first, from first to home plate. Love her enthusiasm, though, by Amada running down the line, even though she got a piece of it.
Well, that's what you got to do. You just keep on running until they tell you to go back, because if they don't call a foul, you don't want to be caught standing around at the plate.
But wouldn't you know that you foul tipped the ball?
You might, but sometimes you don't know if that gets seen. It was barely touched, and sometimes that get missed. With this not being Major League Baseball, we don't have the appeal on the instant replay, so we tell them to run everything out until they tell you to go back to home.
3-2. That should be 4, and it's a walk. It is. Amata wanted to hit. She'll take her base, though. 2 on. No out, and a real opportunity for the Valley. Selena Rivera. Now, she doubled, knocked in the run to start the scoring today. She's been great in the circle. Selena appears to be an outstanding performer out of James Monroe High School, right in the heart of the San Fernando Valley. Deep and foul.
This kid really swings a good bat. I've been impressed with her out on the mound, at the plate, and just seems like she's letting the game come to her, having a lot of fun. She's going to walk away from this game no matter what the score is, knowing that she had a great experience. She's doing a great job.
Long strike. Hits this one on the ground, and that's out into center field, and the Valley has a 3-0 lead. So Rivera drives in her second run of the game, a single to center. And the Valley could have a nice inning going here, Cam. They got a run in, 2 on, and still nobody out as Mora comes to the plate.
City's got to try and limit the damage here and make sure they can get out of this without any more runs scored. With only 2 more at-bats left, it's going to be hard against good quality pitching to score that many runs in 1 inning.
Another looper to left, but this one's cut off by the shortstop, and there's the out. Well played.
Yeah, that's a tough play going back over towards her right there. We like to call that the Bermuda Triangle. Kind of drops in that spot, left field, third base, shortstop, and you just never know over there in that little Bermuda Triangle corner over there what's going to happen.
First out of the inning. After 3 in a row reached safely. Valley's got a run in here. They've scored in the 3rd, the 5th, and now the 6th as Stacy Gonzalez looks to deliver. Force at third. Not in time at first. Runners will be at the corners, but a good play defensively to get that force at third. A wise play by Pechtold in the circle.
What I really like there is catcher Ashley Acosta really talking to her pitcher. Now there's a great example of good communication, talking to her all the way. The play was happening right in front of her. She could see it, telling her pitcher go three, and got that lead runner.
Julia Flores with runners at the corners, but now 2 away. That was close at third, diving back to the bag. Got to be alert out there. You don't want to make that last out getting picked off at third, certainly.
Julia decided to go to Washington University in St. Louis.
Julia Flores looking for a clutch hit against Pechtold. Danielle's pitch is hit hard by the bag at first, and it's a foul ball. Boy, the Valley's had some near misses, or this lead could really be enhanced.
You know, what I thought would be communication problems, not having a lot of practice time together, has really not been a problem for Acosta behind the plate. She did a great job there going down to third. They must have had that set up ahead of time, almost got that runner, telling her pitcher where to go. Really been impressed with how she's talking behind the plate.
I'm impressed with this drive, but there's a lot of room here, and that's going to end the inning. It was hit well by Julia Flores, but just a long fly ball. However, the Valley gets another run. On 2 hits, they leave a couple. After 5.5, it's the San Fernando Valley 3, this City nothing.
Oh, yeah?
They have 4 pitches. It's hard. My pitcher was 2 Wow. So that's the whole thing. They're just a seam
her stuff in the game.
That's good. Well,
So you see how she's got these, we'll put these in batting order, and I'll read off of them. So you see how I just basically.
that's why I've been trying to keep my eye open. I got all the colleges down, all that stuff.
Selena still in the. I think we're ahead. These are hard to keep score.
Yeah. You gotta go. You're not used to batting 19.
Yeah, I want to thank all our friends at Styling Construction for making this All-Star game possible for you to view. Styling Construction in Chatsworth. Give them a call at 818-407-1327, 818-407-1327. Mike Flavin and Curly Evans, two of the nicest guys you'd ever want to meet. Got great prices as well. All your construction needs, they do it all. All right, 6th inning, 7-inning game. Kylie Casas is up, and she singles to center. Casas' first pitch gets it going for the City. So that was one Bravo hitter. Here's the next Bravo hitter, Clarissa Chiquetta. So Chiquetta will bat. Again, she was the starting pitcher. She threw the first 2 innings for the City side. So Chiquetta up there. She flew out in the first inning. Looks at a ball. Facing Selena Rivera. City has 6 outs left. Down by 3. 2-0. One of the things we've seen today is good control for the most part. Here's a rare situation where the pitcher's behind the batter. The pitchers have been ahead of the count most of the day. Hit to right field, and that one's going to drop for a hit. And an errant throw, and the runners are going to move up to second and third. So some noise from the City side. Runners at second and third, nobody out. Espinoza will bat. Nadia Espinoza of Garfield representing the tying run, and we have a deliberation in the circle. Of course, the Valley is coached by William Diaz and Mario Guzman. Diaz of Discovery Prep. They were 14-2 this year. Great in the North Valley. And Mario Guzman of Grant, and the Lancers always strong in the East Valley.
You know, that was a really tough play out there for the right fielder, that short hop there. She picked it up so nicely. Too bad we had the errant throw because she did a great job of keeping that ball in front of her. It could have very easily have skipped right on by her.
From Garfield High School, Nadia Espinoza.
Bunt is down. Bunting for the hit. She's out at first, but she gets a sacrifice and the run scores. It works as a squeeze play, a safety squeeze, but I had the sense that she was bunting for the hit.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised, you know, with Coach Harris over there at third base. It's not like we haven't seen that from her, you know, watching her play in high school and stuff. So smart play by her. Got themselves a run, gets the lid off the zero, as I always like to say. And we'll see if maybe we can get push another run across here.
Correa and Espinoza batting for the second time. The one thing, you're down a couple runs and you're giving away an out. That's why I believe she was bunting for the single rather than the sacrifice and the run. Outs are precious at this point in the ballgame.
I think so too, because I don't think the defense was really looking for that. Like I said before, that you know, you don't do a whole lot of bunting. I think she was trying to catch them by surprise. Did get an out, but she also got a run. So it's kind of tough to give up this late in the game. But I agree with you. I think she was trying to get on with that bunt.
That might be a first you're agreeing with me.
It happens, doesn't it?
There are rarities in life. One in, one out, one on. 2-1 to the batter. Well, the city has finally broken through. It's going to be right back to Rivera, but it is going to score the run. So it's a 3-2 game. And at this part of the ball game, Selena Rivera was going to give up the run to get the out. There's 2 out.
I think so, and now there's nobody on, and hopefully they can get an out here, come back and score some more themselves. So they still got the lead, but we still got an out left here, and the city seems to be picking it up the second time through their hitting.
Gonzalez looks at a strike. This is Ariana Gonzalez from Harbor Teacher Prep. Ariana had a sharp single to center the first time she was up. And she's 2 for 2. Hitting it crisply to left. Ariana Gonzalez has a lively bat.
You know, and I think with some of these girls, too, that they've been off for a couple of weeks. If, you know, they haven't played, and the first time through, you know, maybe they haven't played in a while, they haven't practiced hitting. Now they got their timing down, second time through, they're starting to hit the ball a lot sharper.
Well, the Valley lead reduced to 3-2. Danielle Herrera from Roosevelt. She got caught looking the first time she batted in the second inning. Against Selena, she hits it to right field, but Selena Rivera is going to get help on defense. Second base going out there and making a very nice catch. Not like Manha that made the grab and the inning's over. But the city breaks through. They score twice. They leave 1. And after 6, it's a 3-2 game at East LA College. The Valley leads.